Hello, welcome to our Wednesday devotional time. Thank you again for spending this time with me. It was a privilege last week to have my brother Mark and his wife Leda visiting with us all week, and that's why I was able to have him preach in both services on Sunday and use his ability and his talents, and also take a little time off from the preparation of messages. And Mark's messages are always a blessing. When I introduced him on Sunday, I did like I do with most missionaries and tried to just mention a few of the things that he had accomplished on the mission field. Having the privilege of having been to the mission field of Costa Rica and preached in some of his churches that he started, it's actually a little closer to me than most of our missionaries and their ministries. But we're thankful when our missionaries report to our churches and tell us of all the things they've done. In fact, I ask them to tell us. I'm not trying to get them to brag or anything, but we support them, and I want us to know, I want you to know what our money is doing as we send that money to our missionaries. But their goal and my goal is the same, and that is that we not exalt the missionaries, but rather that we exalt the Lord. I'm using for my devotional thought today a passage from the Psalms, and I want to share that with you from Psalm 108, Psalm 108, beginning in verse 3. The Bible says, "I will praise thee, O Lord, among the people, and I will sing praises unto thee among the nations. For thy mercy is great above the heavens, and thy truth reaches unto the clouds. Be thou exalted, O God, above the heavens, and thy glory above all the earth." That was verse 5. Be thou exalted, O God, above the heavens. That verse is almost identical to two verses in the 57th Psalm that say this: Be thou exalted, O God, above the heavens. Let thy glory be above all the earth. My thought today is this: we need to be careful that we, in our lives, don't exalt anyone above that which we exalt our God. If we're not careful, we can think very highly of missionaries, and we should, but we should never think more highly of them or of any Christian leaders than we do of our God. It would be wrong if we did. We need to say with the psalmist, Be thou exalted, O God, above the heavens. Let thy glory be above all the earth. Most of us, I think, would probably not fall into this trap, but there's a similar trap that I was thinking about after reading from a devotional by A.W. Tozer. He challenged my thinking, and I want to challenge your thinking regarding be thou exalted, O God. Sometimes we can exalt things and relationships above him. Let me give you 3 or 4 of those. God should be exalted above our possessions. Nothing of earth's treasure should be more important to us or more dear to us than our relationship with our God. In today's world, possessions become a huge part of the whole way of thinking today. They seem very important. We should be sure that we don't think more of, devote more time to, or devote more energy or more money to our possessions than to our God. Be thou exalted, O God, is what the psalmist said. I think of something else. Our God should be exalted above all of our friendships. It's wonderful to have friends, and as Christians, it's our joy to have often many friends who are a great blessing to us and a great help to us, and often a great encouragement to us. But they should never be allowed between us and our God. If there ever comes a time when we have to choose between our relationship to our God and our relationship to our friends, our choice should be easy. As the psalmist said, Be thou exalted, O God, above the heavens. Let thy glory be above all the earth. Another thought would be this: God should be exalted above all of our comforts. Our comforts. I think of this. I think of having my brother here from the mission field of Costa Rica caused me to think of this. Costa Rica, of course, is a nice place to live. They have a lot of nice things. But most of the people in Costa Rica don't live nearly at the level that we live regarding comfort. Mark has taken us on tours and shown us the coffee bean factories and fields, and shown us other places where people live. And we realize that our comforts are really unusual, perhaps in all the world. And we become accustomed to our comforts. Some of our missionaries actually go to some countries that are very difficult countries, very hard places to live. Many of the creature comforts that we are accustomed to are not available to them. Would we be willing to do this, or have we exalted our comforts above our God? Be thou exalted, O God, above all things. One more thing, God should be exalted above our reputation. Our ambition should be to please the Lord. Most of us want to be good citizens. We want to be good neighbors. We want to be seen as good people. And most of the time as Christians, if we'll obey the Lord, that's exactly what happens. But things have changed so quickly in our country. Today, it could be that we, when we speak biblical truth, could be considered haters. Some of the biblical truths that we believe could be considered hate speech. We need to be careful that we exalt our God above our relationships and our reputation. If our reputation is damaged because we say things that are true biblically, so be it. We need to say with the psalmist, "Be thou exalted, O God, above the heavens. Let thy glory be above all of the earth." Let's exalt God above everyone and above everything else in our lives. God bless you.